guys, I just dropped off my car at Volkswagen and I'm trying to get across the street from all these dealerships. Do you see sidewalks going from the left side to the right side? Because I do not. This might be actually a decent time right now, but there's always going to be someone turning out, someone coming from there. It's 4 lanes of traffic. Trucks get on this road. All I want to do is go across the street there. Welcome to America. We do have sidewalks, so that's the good part. But this could be an opportunity. A little bit of jaywalk. This is it. This is how we do things in America. I mean, it's literally impossible to do things otherwise. Today's going to be 94 degrees. I don't want to get sunburnt out in the sun. So, welcome everybody. My name is Michael, and that's one of those American things, I guess. Welcome to America. Some shade. Today we're talking about crypto. Oh, that's so much better. Took it in for an oil change, so won't be that expensive. It's a great day. Cryptocurrency, a lot has happened recently. Let's get into it. So in today's video, we're discussing about a Mr. Fernando Algaba. This gentleman was living in Florida, Miami for many years, and you could see even on his Instagram, which out of all of these individuals we usually talk about, this one is actually quite popular. He's almost got 1 million followers. Almost, because he will never reach 1 million, or even if he does, it's going to be after he is no longer with us, because his body was found in a Argentinian stream. This gentleman was a crypto investor, potentially a scammer as well, and maybe involved in some criminal, shady, underwork type deals. And that's why when he returned back to Argentina after a trip in Spain, shortly afterwards, his body was found. He was picked off with 3 shots, and then his body was found in pieces. So, rest in peace, but this gentleman was, at least from what a lot of the sources say, asking for it. Because if it is true, and there's rumors, allegations surrounding his death, it is potentially not deserved, because no one really deserves that, but it is something that would totally be expected when you're either scamming or getting involved with these types of people, especially in Argentina, whether it's with gangsters, mafia, the cartel. That's their signature type killing, right? So his body was found. Investigators are currently trying to piece together any suspects, any evidence. But what we do know is, taking a look at his profile, he had over 918,000 followers. He had a flashy, fast lifestyle, showcasing his fun, exotic cars. He did have a couple posts regarding trading, and looks like he had a arranged meeting on July 19th with a lady friend. She was going to receive keys that he rented, that he was renting an apartment from her, and he failed to show up. And shortly after that, he was found in an Argentinian stream. So for the past couple of years, all the way back from 2015 on his Instagram, you could see that he was in Miami. Sometimes we'll be back in Argentina and Buenos Aires. And some people have described that he messed with the wrong people. Again, these are rumors that he might have offended a cartel member's son, something like that. Whether that is true or not, whether the allegations of him scamming are true or not. There was a recent story of a Canadian gentleman, a young teenager, I think we discussed him on the channel before, where he was kidnapped recently, and that's also a crazy video, so there was an update regarding that, where the people who kidnapped him have been arrested, and one of them, who was the kidnappers, was also one of the victims, who lost like $700,000 to this $40 million crypto scam. Anyways, the kid lived. He was, pretty stirred up, shaken up, beat up. You could see his face was swollen. That's essentially what happens when you mess with the wrong people. If you're scamming, you never know who could be on the other end of losing potentially $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $5 million. At that point, they don't care. And especially in other countries, in America, there's a lesser chance. It can still happen, but a lesser chance because there's greater punishment, and it is tougher to get away with crime like that. But in Argentina, where it is known that there can be cartel or criminal underdoings. He was probably silly for returning back to his country, although, it was his country. And so kids were playing next to a stream. They found pieces in a bag, in a suitcase, and he was obviously recognized by his tattoos. The autopsy is being performed and whatnot. It is him. So his brother, his family came out and said, apart from the rumors where he might have been involved in criminal activities, probably not involved in scamming, although who knows, really, because the family might have been kept in the dark. This is what is known. First of all, by Mr. Algaba himself, he said he started his business because he was a crypto investor, but more importantly, he had a luxury car rental exotic business in Miami. And, there's a lot of those cars out there. There's good business. It's a party scene. There's probably a lot of money, and that goes hand in hand with crypto sometimes. We never know. Maybe one of his clients said, maybe a business partner. It's easy to get involved in that. And supposedly he had a crypto office in Buenos Aires where he had over 25 employees, where supposedly his Bitcoin and crypto investments didn't go over so well. He lost a lot of money. On his notes and his phone, there was multiple things. One of them was in relation to him losing a lot of money in Bitcoin. Obviously, the crash has occurred not only in 2018, and that's when his troubles started, but also later on over the next couple of years. I mean, hey, all of us pretty much lost except the select few, right? With that, looks like he took out some loans, except he took out some loans from shady sources, because it looks like he took out loans from a gang that was in support of manipulating soccer matches. It's a pretty big thing in Argentina, obviously. He was known as Lechuga, lettuce. He himself stated that he started life as an entrepreneur before he got his cars and crypto and all that. He started out with a bicycle and a box, and he was selling sandwiches. He was able to save up money, and then he eventually was very interested in fancy cars, motorization, and was able to purchase cars and start working up until he had a large warehouse full of these cars, would start renting them out, motorcycles, jet skis, all by the age of 24. Also, the fact that he was able to move from Buenos Aires to Miami and start this business is all nice. However, it's going to cost a lot of money. His brother did come out and say it wasn't really a rags to riches story, because when his father died, there was an inheritance, some money left over, and that's probably what he was able to start the business with. So he was renting out luxury cars, renting out jet skis, and then probably, since, labor's a little cheaper in Buenos Aires, probably from the fact that there was a lot of hype regarding it, or maybe clients or partners said, got into crypto, didn't necessarily do so well, maybe did well at first, and then he had to take out some loans. And also he had tax problems. So Argentina's tax agency, their version of the IRS, said that he had irrecoverable debts with them. So not only them, but also the gang. And his company, Motors Lettuce SRL, began bouncing checks less than a year into its incorporation back in 2018. So he started January 2018. And as we all know, February, March, April, that's when the Bitcoin crypto crash happened. Maybe it was all kind of together. So even though he lived this flashy lifestyle, posted Lamborghinis and G-classes and flying around the world, things weren't all as they seemed. So this gang called Barra Bravas, it was a violent gang. They were heavily involved in the soccer scene, manipulating soccer matches, and he had supposedly a $40,000 loan with them. They demanded a repayment. Maybe he repaid them, maybe he didn't. If he didn't, well, you can imagine what could have gone wrong. He posted a cryptic message saying, if something happens to me, everyone is already warned. Well, I mean, yeah, there's your evidence kind of right there. So his brother insists that he wasn't involved in any criminal wrongdoings, and he wasn't involved with the gang. He was not a scammer. I mean, maybe, I don't know. So family probably doesn't know, but he didn't do so well in crypto, and that's probably what the unfortunate turn of events was. Maybe he resorted to scam the wrong people. All it takes is just one person, and that's it. So that was today's story. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe out there, and sometimes it's fun to live a fast lifestyle, but more important, think about the long term. Be smart, make a lot of money, but the slow and steady way. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. Take care. There's still a lot of money to be made. Welcome to crypto. Have a good one.
These boys are certainly getting their inventory up. We have gone crazy. There was a point where we had like 3 trucks in one day. We have way too much inventory, which is a good thing. We love that. We have so many cars, by the way. Take a look at that. That's a new color. That now all our new cars are being parked where the manager cars are. And there's so many. I mean, look at that. My car is right over there where, again, usually would be parked off to the side, but this is a good thing. We got a lot of inventory. Check this out, it's gorgeous. This is, I think it's cloud blue, and that is a normal white. You can see, here's my jacket. It's a very, very light. It's kind of like an ice white with a bluish tints to it. Very cool color. And this is another kind of controversial, but very cool thunder gray, the dark theme. And there's another one. Our entire lot is full. It's a great problem to have. Volkswagen over here definitely needs that inventory, just because over on the lot there's just the front row. That is it. As you see, nothing in the parking lot. So they definitely need that. But it's a good time, because now no longer is there a COVID shortage, at least for the most part. There's certain brands, certain models and whatnot, but for the most part, it's getting better. Just wanted to thank you guys for watching today. Have a good rest of your day. Got me some sauerkraut and a cutlet. Cutlets above them. I'm going to be eating some meat. So, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care. Enjoy summer.